How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
Nowhere to run.
Let me have some fun.
Round one. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Goes with the projectile to pressure the opponent, throwing on even more pressure with the fireballs. Turns it up a notch and sends them to the corner. All right, what's coming up next? Player one is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers could turn this around in their favor. Heading into the end game now, KO. Player two picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round two. Fight.
Jumps in, grabs him.
Where you go?
That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Player two holding on to won't play the game. Says no with the overdrive 10 setting. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. This is the ideal range to utilize the fireball. Good distance for a shot. Player one needs to use the threat of the corner here. Brushes that off and keeps going. The punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage. Going in, drives it back, misses. Oh my God, they just choked it up. In there. And bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table.
Have some fun.
Round one. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Player one has them legit shook in the corner. Backs them into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corners. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Player two has the life lead. They've got a small life lead, but it's not over. Sticks the combo. Blows him. What's next? Taking stock. Bops him with a target. And a super activation. Looking to score some juicy damage. They break things off to take a quick breather. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Down to the wire. There's the drive impact that's going to KO. Player two picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round two. Fight.
Ooh, lands a rising uppercut. Holds out with the block. Both fighters want to establish themselves early on. Takes a trip. Plenty of space between the fighters. Wobble springs forward with the drive rush. The properties that attacks get from a drive rush make them a great tool for creating chances like that. Both fighters, burnout activates. Player one will have to deal with this dangerous bout of brushes that off and keeps going. Player two will look to apply pressure here. Uses the gauge for a super art. Is this gonna kill? Both fighters gotta roll up those sleeves and think of something. In there!
Round one. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Blocks the jump in. Well, they managed to escape the corner, but they can't let their guard down. The fighters are at a standstill. What's going on through their heads? The fighters take a step back to reassess. Time for a new game plan. Player one blazing through that drive gauge to try and set the pace. If the drive gauge is completely empty, the player will enter burnout and won't be able to use drive for a period of time. So it's vital to not let that happen. Will they build meter or just go all in on each other? I want to see how they manage their SA gauge here. Big counter. Takes a trip. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. Player two doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Life lead brings out the super art. How is this gonna work out for them? KO. Player two on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round two. Fight.
Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have? Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunity.
Baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. Good instincts to spend resources while they have them to tack on more damage.
Will this decision pay off for them? Both of them were ready for a throw. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. This is a turning point. Big smart play to stop the opponent there. Manages to block the jump-in attack. Uses the target combo as a filler. Back into the corner.
What setup do they have?
They were not cleared for takeoff. Lives are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table.
Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Checks with the projectile. Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. Puts one in the pocket. Deals some damage with that quick combo. Decent damage. What's next? Player 1 chases them down. Both fighters are sitting on a full drive gauge. This might be prime time to let it rip. Player 1 has them legit shook in the corner. Throws them. What's next? Knockdown. Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? From up above. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Holds out with the block. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Taking stock. Wait,
Just goes for it at this range.
oh god, this is tense. Quick KO! Player 1 wins the first round and is now riding a huge wave of momentum.
Round 2. Fight.
Chance with a sandblast. Are we going to see some fireworks here? Decides to buff up while they can. The fighters continue to check each other in the early going. Keeping track of the opponent's movements, waiting for a good opening. Lots of Fu-Hop bank and plenty of avenues to race through. Going in, player 2 holding on to that corner advantage. Goes for the throw. Knockdown and... Player 2 needs to can this drive bring them back? Their will to win is really being tested here. Experiencing burnout. Jumps. That back row was huge. KO. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win?
Final round. Fight.
Buffs up. Picks up the counter. This is going to be huge. Connects with the throw. Takes advantage of the hesitation and gets some good damage in return. Player 1 turning it right up with the suit. Takes him down with a pale rider. Time for the ground and pound.
Good.
Player 2 breaks it. Backed into the corner.
What setup do they have?
Kick out of nowhere.
Kushinryu on the scene!
Let me have some fun.
Round 1. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Decides to go in with the target combo. Deals some damage with that quick combo. Decent damage. What's next? Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Taking stock. Takes the chance to hurt him. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Saw them sweating against the wall and gets in the throw.
Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round 2. Fight.
Hidden variable?
The fighters continue to check each other in the early going. They're waiting for the opportunity to bust this match wide open. Sets up the trap. Player 1 hits him with a stop and pop. But digs in deep to get that drive in. Hits back with the drive impact on the recovery. This punish counter presents a huge threat. That's how you force your opponent to do what you want so you can get a punish. Player 1 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very experiencing burnout. Going in, player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Big chance here to do some damage if they can keep the corner pressure up. Connects with the throw. What'll happen here? Player 2, now they can use drive. Still slugging it out at this range. They're recovered and whip. They're wide open.
Super art to show them what a PhD and fighters can do for you.
This is gonna kill, no doubt about it.
Did not miss that chance and takes the round.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Plenty of time left. How's the match gonna play out? Both fighters are pretty much unscathed. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? Opts for the throw. You can use a drive rush like that there to maintain the pressure. Adding on a super art here to turn up the heat. Player 2 has them legit shook in the corner. What are they thinking? Oh! Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Both fighters are working with empty drive gauges, but I'm sure they want to make something happen. Player 1 will want to take advantage of their meter lead while they have it. With this kind of gauge map, they'll want to think about when to use it and not be trigger happy. Player 1 needs to deal with this burnout. Throws them to negate the block. Awesome! Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. Player 2 chases them down. All right, what's coming up next? Who'll use their drive first? Finishes with the throw. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
Slides and goes for the legs. Overhead neck hunter.
Gets out of there with the backdash. The quarter makes it hard to escape.
The punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage. But it's a good spot to use the super. Level 3 super. Spending that meter like it's nobody's business.
Good?
Can they keep on him? Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Brushes that off and keeps going. Sprints in. Slides and goes for the legs.
Throws them. Player 1 has the chance to win the round if they can put their drive to good use. A quick breather. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? Doesn't take the throw. Player 2 is a force to be reckoned with.